the content that I prepared. So welcome, my name is Mike Fogel. This is the first recording on my YouTube channel, and we're recording this live as well. And coming to you during some really challenging times. There have been social distancing, there's been shutdowns around the country, schools are closed, people are on top of each other. So it's been hard. And so I usually do these parent and professional workshops live, but once I decided to move it to online, now we'll also record it and we'll post it to a brand new YouTube channel, which is going to be called Mike Fogel's Art of Friendship YouTube channel. So I'll be posting videos of all different social and coping skills as we move forward. So hope you're well, and let's get started. So during these times, for everyone, we are all in the same boat, and we're all having this prolonged hardship. We have this loss of control. There's these external forces that are changing our lives, and some people are weathering it okay. Other people are struggling a little bit, and some more so. And the topic today is coping with negative thoughts, depressive thoughts and emotions. And now, negative thoughts are normal. Anyone can have them. We all are prone to these kind of thoughts. Something happens, it's adverse, we don't like it, right? So we interpret our world as, that's not working, that's not going my way. And so all that is completely typical. Some people tend to be a little more predisposed to negative thinking. These people may lean a little more towards depression under certain circumstances, or low self-esteem. And so I'm not talking about someone who's just pessimistic, although pessimism certainly involves negative thinking as well. But we're talking about how can we cope with the negative thoughts and feelings that we have about day-to-day life, let alone times like these when there's a lot of adversity. And we can develop negative thoughts about ourselves, about our own competence. You know, I can't do this, I stink at that. Our appearance, for sure. We might have negative thoughts about relationships. You know, I'll never meet anybody. I don't meet anyone nice. I can't have friends. Other types of negative thoughts could include, the world stinks. The world is against me. The world doesn't cooperate. The world treats me like garbage. And also we can develop negative thoughts and expectations about outcomes as well. Nothing's ever going to work out for me, right? I'll never do well in this or that. And when we have these negative thoughts, the more frequent they are and the stronger they are, the more they can drag down our emotions, because as we know, emotions follow thoughts. And so whatever you think really leads to whatever you feel. We're going to do more on that in the next poster. Now, you'll see to your right, my left, I have a series of posters. If you're new to hearing me speak, I'm trained as an art therapist, and I do what I call art therapy in reverse, in which I have created visual images or ways to communicate cognitive behavioral inspired coping skills. And so what you'll see as we go forward are a series of posters that really help me to concretize and make clear sometimes abstract concepts in terms of cope and how we cope with negative feelings. And I want to start with the first coping skills poster, which is called The Road to Happiness. And now the road to happiness is a concept that I've used with kids who have social skills challenges, anxiety, anger, and now we're talking about negative thinking. And so often, many of the people that come to work with me in therapy have lost a sense of control. And they've lost that awareness or the belief that they can impact their life in positive ways. And so this idea of the road to happiness doesn't literally always mean happiness. And we can't have happiness 24/7, but you'll see that here we are. Imagine yourself on the road of your life. So here you are walking the road of your life. And now all day long, we come to these forks in the road right here at this orange spot. This is decision point. At decision point, you have a choice to make. And your choice could be as simple as, do I want chocolate or vanilla, right? If I'm stuck in traffic, do I stay on my usual route or do I take a detour? Will the detour be faster? I don't know. So we have the road to happiness. And so right here, you have a choice to make. If you are mindful, and if you think about, well, what might happen right now if I do this, you could steer yourself in a positive direction that might wind up being your road to success, your road to happiness, your road to calm or regulation. And so this road idea is flexible because you can apply whatever you're shooting for, the road to friendship, the road to wealth, and then you'll see that if you do not steer yourself through a carefully chosen direction, you might go crashing down here to the road to sadness or anger. And so this is just a concrete way to help talk to kids about their ability to make choices. An example on a kid level is, well, I'm so mad at my sibling right now. My fist is balled up. I'm ready to let it fly. Do I hit my sibling or do I pull back that fist, walk away and take a break or get help from a parent? So that's a social and behavioral choice. And so even with negativity and with what's going on around us, we have certain choices that we are faced with in terms of how we cope, how we deal. And I want to empower you and your child to know that you do have the ability to make choices to direct your life in positive, more healthy and helpful ways. I want to add to that, the bottom half of this is a way that we sort of extend this idea of the road to happiness to adverse situations. So let's say that you are on the road of your life right here, right? And then the road gives out. And so you tumble. And so you were at this level, but now you're down here. Your road is worse, right? We could think of our adversity right now in those terms, right? Maybe our life, some of us might interpret our lives as not being as good, not being as rich right now. And that could be true. We don't have access to all the outdoor social things that we would love to do, going to concerts, movies, restaurants, etc. So maybe our life is worse. Even still, if you're starting from this lower platform, you can still make things worse if you take the road to unhappiness, the road to frustration or pain. Or today, what little choice could you do to elevate your life to this level? And then that's your new level of your road to life. And then you have another decision a little later today. What can I do a little bit later to elevate my life and to make it better? And so if you really are thoughtful about this, if we start to make really mindful decisions at different key points in our day and our life, we can take ourselves from this more difficult time with great choices higher and higher and higher, and we can make the best of things. And if you notice, it's possible that by continually making these positive choices, you wind up at a higher level than your original road. So yes, sometimes adversity can, smack us down and give us a harder time. But taking that road to happiness and making those positive choices for ourselves can make that difference. The rest of the posters that I share are all going to be various cognitive and behavioral coping skills. And once you have these on board, once your child knows them, once you know them, you can now employ them. And those would be your choices. Do you choose to use this coping skill or that coping skill?